But there's a few things guests must do before the leisure can begin. The resort has a few precautions guests must take to ensure health and safety.
The College of Fine Arts finds its new royalty in New Orleans. On Friday, March 22nd, Howard University Royal Court held a pageant to find their new Mr. and Mrs. College of Fine Arts in Blackburn University Center. Mecca Airlines, this year's theme, is taking students around the U.S. to find their campus ambassadors. Before the upcoming elections on Thursday, COFA students filled up the digital auditorium. The excitement begins as fellow Bison root on their friends. Many students are looking for candidates who can improve their campus. Joseph Griffin, a junior at Howard, explains.
By speaking up and serving and campaigning and even like strengthening those campaigns, I think it's a better way for students to build a way for a next wave of Howard students to come in.
This year's pageant had 6 contestants, which presented platforms, showed off talents, and displayed their personalities. The current Miss COFA, Skylar Wilson, is looking forward to what each candidate brings.
I think everybody has amazing ideas and has honestly really understood the concerns of the College of Fine Arts and the student body.
This year's candidate pool is strong, but they have a huge responsibility. Judge Chazzik Clark wants to remind candidates,
execute the platform that you created, because I think a lot of times people create platforms that are, big and sometimes not feasible. So I think it's very important to make sure you're finding the resources that you need to find to execute these events.
Elections will be held Thursday, March 28th. I'm Melanie Pullins, News Vision.
Howard takes on the Big Apple. After a 4-year break due to the pandemic, Howard University journalism students returned to New York City for the annual NYC Media Tour. Students received insight into the future of journalism from companies like Hearst and the New York Times.
I'm interested in print. People are saying it's a dying art, but people, basically everywhere we've been, people are telling me over and over that what we're doing, our work matters.
Sponsored by the Howard University Association of Black Journalists, students visited 9 media companies and 3 graduate schools. After getting an inside look into each company, sophomore Rasiah Worthy has set a new goal for herself.
The juniors and the seniors that are in that journalism program, they're doing their thing, they're doing their news packages. They're making sure that they're staying active on campus and things like that. I know that this summer I would have used that as inspiration to work on those things.
With a bigger network and even bigger dreams, students return ready to put their best foot forward. For Howard University News Vision, I'm Reinah McNeil. Halo Green Garden, founded in 2011, is a community space located behind Howard Plaza Towers West. The organization aims to provide education in a safe space for students and the surrounding community. The loss has left many members hurt and confused.
To not tell the people who have been, tilling this land for years that you're going to uproot everything, I think that is so devastating. I cannot believe it. This garden was decorated in paint and our Adinkra symbols and our stones and our memorials, and it's all gone.
This garden is seen as an important community space.
People to come and sit. We were having days where you could sit and chill, bring a picnic blankets, do homework, things like that. This is more than just a place to harvest. This was a sacred space. Really, yeah. It was.
On March 12th, Halo Garden E-Board met with Student Affairs to discuss how they can be compensated for the damage. The E-Board has a message for students saying, quote, "The E-Board wants to extend our deepest gratitude. We are so grateful for having the support we do because it shows how much this space means to us as students and the community. This has over a decade of history. For it to be bulldozed without taking into account the people in the hands that put the work into this is disheartening. We feel that pain with the entire Howard community." On March 16th, Halo Garden members relocated the remaining flowers to Sankofa. The E-Board is updating their progress on their Instagram. You can learn more at HU Halo Garden.
Hello everyone, this is Spotlight Network, and today we are at the Washington March for Gaza.
Thousands of protesters gathered at Freedom Plaza to call for the United States to withdraw support from Israel. After more than 100 days, the demands for a ceasefire are getting stronger. Today, many protesters understand the importance of coming together.
It gives us all a chance to participate in standing up and making sure that everyone knows they can't conduct this war in our name. I think when we speak to the people that are already in positions of power, they've already made their decision. They're already in parties and in places of power that have already aligned with Israel. And so it's more important for us to take action with each other and for us to understand where we have power, which is with each other.
Many supporters like Eli believe the fight for Palestine does not stop at protesting.
Follow all the Palestinian journalists that you can find on social media. Share their posts, share their words. Find other Palestinian writers, poets, musicians that are sharing about the cause and uplift their voices to everyone you can share it with.
As the situation in Gaza continues, many have a message of hope to give to the Palestinians.
The world is watching and we're listening. Although not everyone is, some are, and we're fighting for you.
This is the second time this march has happened at the Freedom Plaza, and hundreds of people are still actively participating. This is Janella
and Yassine Ba
from Spotlight Network.